Hey guys, what's going on? It's T-Carp. Well, today I wanted to talk to you guys more about finances. Everybody knows on my channel I really love hunting and prepping and all the crap hits the fan things. Like, I don't love it, but I talk a lot about it. But I still want to hammer home why it's important to financially prepare for the future if things don't hit the fan, okay? You'll hear so many preppers out there talking about how the economy is going to collapse, how the dollar is going to collapse. And guys, you got to be prepared for it. But I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan, and he kind of puts it like this. How many times has the end of the world been predicted? A lot. A lot since I've started prepping, a lot since my dad's prepped. I mean, it's been predicted a lot, okay? So what we have to remember is that we need to prepare for both situations, and it's okay to. And you're not dumb for preparing for both situations. So what I'm saying is, have your beans, bullets, band-aids. Patriot Nurse really hammers on those. If you don't know who she is, look up The Patriot Nurse or Patriot Nurse on YouTube. You'll find her stuff. She's a great follow for medical advice, prepping, for political advice. I really do enjoy her stuff. But I think a lot of these alternative media, these preppers, all that, they get so wrapped around the axle about the financial collapse, about things like that, that we don't know are going to happen at all. So what I'm saying is have your money in both places. So this is what I do. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take any of this as advice on what you should do with your money. This is what I do with my money. So I follow Dave Ramsey's advice. And what that is I started out with $1,000, paid off all my debts, and now I have about 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. That's $4,000 to $5,000. For a lot of people, that's going to be more. That's, have that saved up and have that in cash or in a money market account or whatever. I personally have it in cash. So you have that, and then you get to start investing. Now, investing, like, none of us, when I was in school, were really taught much about investing. The first thing that I started, and a lot of people will tell you, is to start off with your 401k. What they mean is start off with your match. Now, what my company does is my company matches 5% of what I put in. What that means is if I take $100, or like, let's pretend that 5% of my paycheck is $100, okay? My company will take another $100 and take that, and then they'll invest it in the same investments I do. So it's basically like free money. Like, basically I just made $100 off my money. So you got to think about that. That's something to think about as well. The second thing, like, once you start that 5% or 2% or whatever, always do your match, is what I've been told, and that's what I do. So I do the match percent on my 401k. I can sign up for it at work. You can sign up for it at work, whatever. But you have to put that in a good growth stock mutual fund. What I do is I put mine in like an S&P 500 account, and then I put it in another account that over the last like 10 years, they have averaged, they've gotten like 12 to 13%, and that's over the last 10 years, including this year, which means, yes, it is negative this year, and it's going to be negative next year too. But that's what, again, I've personally done. We're looking at long-term investments. We're not talking about Bitcoin. We're not talking about getting rich quick. We're talking about long-term investments. So that's what I do. Now, the next thing is I'm trying to get up to another 10% of my money invested in other places or with another thing in like a Roth IRA. So what Dave Ramsey teaches and what I do my best to follow is to get a total of investing of 15% of my income into a retirement fund, such as mutual funds. Now, what mutual funds are, they're a whole bunch of stocks, whole bunch of companies like Apple, Google, Amazon, Nike, all those big top 500 companies. And a lot of people say, what happens if the market crashes? Well, okay, if the market crashes and goes to zero, goes to nothing, and I lose everything, Target, Walmart, all those companies have now become worth zero. That means they're not making any money. That means you can't go to the grocery store. That means the crap has hit the fan. And people are like, well, why would you have your money there? If it's better than having it in my mattress. Like, if that happens, you can't go get any money. Or, excuse me, you can't go get any food. You can't go get any clothes. Like, all the stores are shut down at that point. Your money would be useless. So, what I'm saying is, take that money and invest it and act like the system will go on, but prepare for when it doesn't. And guess what? Your paper money is going to be worthless if it doesn't. So you might as well invest it and act like it is going, because you don't know when it's not. We can all sit here and, like I said, I'm prepared for when the crap does hit the fan. Like, I really am. I mean, I've got guns, I've got food. I've prepared to the best of my ability. And I've tried to prepare up here, learning how to garden, doing my best to learn how to can, all that stuff. But what I'm saying is don't get so wrapped around the axle that you don't financially prepare for the future in every single way. Guys, this is T-Carp signing out. Please like, subscribe, and share.